Everybody, welcome back into Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. It's time to talk hurricane and hurricane relief, but not Hurricane Ida, Hurricane Ian. You know, this area was on the benefit side of a lot of people sending a lot of help our way, and maybe our chance for us to do a favor for those folks in Fort Myers and in Florida for sure. Here to talk about Ashley Barahona, the long-term recovery manager for the United Way of South Louisiana. Thanks so
Yes.
much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Yes. We all know we've had those dark days where we
Yeah.
were struggling in the release after Hurricane Ida. And we still, as a community, are
Right.
struggling to get home. You know, United Way for South Louisiana teamed up with a restaurant out of Orange Beach, Florida, just last week.
Right.
Fisher's chef Jonathan Triggs and his team came down to feed the residents of Rebecca Village over there off of 311, the residents still living in the Ida trailers. And so they haven't forgotten about us. And I think it's time for us to remember them and their struggles of their recovery efforts moving forward. So United Way for South Louisiana teamed up with Catholic Charities, the Council on Aging, and Luminate Homa to do a supply drive to send those supplies down to the Fort Myers area for those who were hit by Hurricane Ian just a few weeks ago.
Right. Yeah, we got a flyer that'll show we do have a couple of drop-off
Yes.
spots and stuff.
Yeah, we are going to do specific items. So for those residents and friends of the community who would like to give, there are non-perishable items, canned goods, hygiene items, things of that nature that we are collecting. And there are 7 drop-off locations around town. Those drop-off locations include Lumineer Blues and Jazz Bistro, Bayou Terrebonne Distilleries, Papacheos, Mahoney's. Mahoney's will be collecting cleaning supplies. So if you have a large items of cleaning supplies, you can drop them off at Mahoney's downtown. Zach's on St. Charles, that's the ice cream shop. So grab yourself a cone as well. Big Mike's Barbecue Smokehouse and Downtown Joe's Coffee Shop will be drop-off locations. We are going to be collecting this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and you also have a chance to drop off on Saturday as well. We are looking for volunteers to help sort those items this Friday and Saturday. And for those who have any questions or like to volunteer or have any questions as far as you want to get your business involved, you can call area code 318-880-7944. Again, that number is 318-880-7944.
And that's here in Houma, not
That
Shreveport.
is here in Houma, correct. That is here in Houma. Yes.
You know, we can travel. With
It
our
was just a
phones.
very generous volunteer to accept all
got
the phone calls
I
and
know what
things
you're
of that
saying.
nature.
You also, the truck donated a flatbed, right?
Yes. So we also had a truck donated by Saya, who graciously given their time to drive the supplies down to Fort Myers and get those supplies to where they need to be.
Yeah, look, I mean, if anybody's seen the video, you know, those people, there's a lot of people hurting. And we more than anybody know what that's like.
Yes. And we're also accepting monetary donations for those who are like, look, I just don't have time to go. Every little bit counts. $1, $5, $10. There's a QR code on that flyer that was just shown in the website. 100% of the money that is collected will go to the residents of the Fort Myers area, those who are affected by Hurricane Ian.
100%.
100%. Yes.
That's awesome. And look, and if you know, and we all know too well, about this time last year, we were still just barely getting power back, right? And there's still, I think, 11,000 people that don't have power in the area.
Yeah.
And this is what they need. They don't need, right now, you don't need people coming in there and picking through stuff because it's like, well, I'm just trying to get up and running again, but I can use food, I can use non-perishable stuff, and that's real important. And you're right. Look, we've been through it, and now we can chance to help other people. That's how the Cajun Navy kind of started after Katrina, and now they starting to go everywhere like that too.
Yeah,
So
correct.
I think people that are on the receiving side always want a chance to help out too.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I know. I've worked side by side after Hurricane Ida with Floridians from all over, Central, South, North, Panhandle. They were some of the first individuals to step up, especially through the United Way Beltway family and say, we are here to help, we stand by you. And they're still here. They haven't forgotten about us, coming just last week to help us feed those residents still trying to get back into their homes. So it's a chance to pay it forward, is a chance to do something for someone else because we know the feeling of being in that situation.
Would you take like a generator or something if somebody really wanted to step up and say, hey, I got an extra one?
I'm sure we can squeeze
We
it
can
in
squeeze
there.
it
We
in.
can-
Yeah. So anything right now, you're not limiting, right?
Well,
Just as long as it's not a perishable item.
Well, we are, yes, correct. And just specifically to those items that we mentioned on the flyer, anything else, please call the number to ask because the space on the 18-wheeler is very limited. So we want to utilize it to the best of our capability.
So we got a minute and a half left. So let's go one more time. We know what we can give, where we can give those 6 locations.
Yes, so the 7 locations include Luminaire Blues and Jazz Bistro, Bayou Terrebonne Distilleries, Papacheo's, Mahoney's, Zach's on St. Charles Street, Big Mike's Barbecue Smokehouse, and Downtown Joe's Coffee Shop. These are all located in the downtown area in Houma.
Yeah.
Now, if you are a business and you like to collect internally and maybe have someone come and pick up from your location, you can always call the phone number that was given, which is area code 318-880-7944, and we can arrange to have those supplies picked up.
And when's the truck taking off?
The truck is taking off Monday of next week. So you still have this week, tomorrow, which is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday to drop off those supplies.
Yeah, and look, thank goodness we're not on the receiving end this year, but it does do your heart good to help out when you can. I know in my company, they were all panicking last year, like, did you make it? And you couldn't contact people.
Yes.
Doing the same thing with those people from Florida this year to help them out really was felt good to do that kind of stuff.
And as always, if you are in a situation to help, because we do want to be very mindful that we ourselves are still recovering from Hurricane Ida.
Absolutely. Ashley, thank you so much.
Thank you
Appreciate
so much for having me.
it. All right, we'll be right back. More Bitey Time right after this.